Modern defense technology is built on a specific list of critical minerals, which are essential for everything from missile guidance systems to the fighter jets patrolling our borders. These same materials drive the clean energy transition. You see them in the high-density battery packs required for electric vehicles and renewable grid storage. This chart shows the stark reality of the supply chain. China processes over 80% of the world's rare earths. This creates a massive structural vulnerability. While mined elsewhere, nearly all minerals flow through this single bottleneck before manufacturing. The global technological stack relies on a supply chain controlled almost entirely by a single geopolitical rival. The risk became a reality when Beijing imposed sweeping export controls on rare earth materials last year. This move served as a direct response to U.S. tariff campaigns, using supply as a tool for geopolitical leverage. In Western capitals, a theoretical risk turned into an immediate supply disruption, forcing governments to scramble for alternatives. For the US and the EU, securing an alternative supply chain became an urgent matter of national security. The response is the EU-US Critical Minerals Action Plan, a coordinated strategy to rewire the global trade of these materials. The agreement comes despite deep-seated tensions between Washington and Brussels over trade and security commitments. Negotiators Mauro Sefcovic and Jameson Greer have fast-tracked the plan, aligning their industrial policies to secure the resources their economies need. This diagram illustrates the plan's primary economic tool, price incentives designed to favor non-Chinese suppliers and offset the costs of developing new refineries. It creates a framework for lifecycle management, coordinating efforts across the entire chain, from exploration and extraction to refining and recycling. This is the first major attempt to use a diplomatic treaty to artificially reconstruct an entire global industry. The EU-US agreement acts as the foundation for a much broader multilateral strategy. This map shows how the architecture is expanding, with similar action plans already finalized with Japan and Mexico. The goal is to recruit other like-minded partners into a coordinated bloc capable of building resilient supply chains. This network is designed to share resources and absorb shocks if export controls are used as a weapon again. By assembling this multi-nation cartel, the West is attempting to end the era of single-nation dominance over critical materials. Building this new order requires moving from diplomatic offices to the physical sites where these resources are found. This map displays a critical data point. Africa holds an estimated 30% of the world's known critical mineral reserves. Strategic deposits are spread across the continent, from platinum in South Africa to cobalt in the Democratic Republic of Congo and lithium in Zambia. This wealth puts the continent at the center of the new transatlantic procurement strategy. Africa has moved from the periphery of global trade to the primary driver of the clean energy transition. The investment has started. The EU has committed €750 million to South Africa for infrastructure and mineral development. For decades, African nations have exported raw ore while losing the industrial value that comes from refining and manufacturing. The EU-US Action Plan provides these governments with new leverage to mandate local processing and set higher standards for integration. Nations joining this supply architecture on their own terms can capture industrial value through refining and processing, moving beyond the simple collection of mining fees. The transatlantic effort to break China's grip has shifted the global flow of resources, offering African nations a rare opportunity to become the primary engines of the modern economy.